check, check. And since I'm a loser and everyone judges me, let's play Lost Judgment now. I wish I was a character in a video game instead of a real person.
珍しいですね。源田先生が一人で留守番なんて。なんかでかい案件でも入ってるんですか？
ああ、まあある意味じゃでかい案件だ。沙織君と星野君、二人がかりで担当してもらってる。
もしかして殺しの弁護とか？
いや、迷惑防止条例違反。
ん？それって
痴漢ってことですよね。
ああ、2ヶ月ぐらい前にあったやつだ。駅のホームで逃げた痴漢が通行人たちに取り押さえられた。しかもそれが警官だったってんだから世も末よ。テレビで何でも流れてたろ。世間の注目度ってそういう意味じゃでかい山だよ。
ああ、そういえばありましたね。ネットで炎上してたやつ。確か通勤ラッシュの電車も止めちゃって。
ひどかったですよね、警察官のくせに。
今日その判決が出るんだが、まあいい結果じゃねえだろうな。無理だっつってんのに被告人が記憶にねえの一点張りでよ。
この人、電車の中でずっと触ってきたんです。スカートの中。
違うってんだおい。おいおっさん、痴漢ならな、手の成分とか調べりゃすぐにわかんなよ、バカ野郎。やめろ。おい、何撮ってんだ。ふざけんなこの野郎。
What does it matter if he did it or not? Women are evil and men are all gonna die anyway. It's just another sheet on the page.
もう少し姿勢を正した方が。
What does it matter if he sits up straight or not?
その態度でいいことは一つもないです。
What good are favors in a world that doesn't care about its people?
今さら
Exactly!
どうせも判決は決まってるんでしょうが。
Yep, nobody gives a
そういう
fuck.
問題じゃなくて、
You're correct, that's not the issue.
た
There
だで
is
さ
no
えあれ
issue.
なのに、本当印象悪いですよ。
A tight spot. No one gives a fuck. This dude could just kill himself. No one would
印
give
象
a
が
fuck.
悪いか。
Just like
じ
me.
ゃあ裁判長も有罪だと言い渡しやすいですね、きっと。
やけになってどうするんですか。まだ決まったわけじゃ。
決まりですよ、有罪で。
That's because nobody cares
それ
about
は
the
つま
fucking
り
truth.
すべての準
And
備
even
が
if he did do
整っ
it,
たというこ
they
と
already
で。
decided.
さて、
Exactly, it's
ここからが本番だ。
showtime. Time for murder. It was all a setup just to justify murder. And it worked because people are stupid assholes. Time for war, bitch.
ま、今日は判決聞かされるだけだ。だから沙織君一人でいいんだけどよ。星野君が僕も行きますって聞かねえもんだから。
沙織さんの役に立ちたいっていうか、少しでもいいとこ見せたいんでしょうね。
でも沙織君に風呂のいる場面なんてまずねえだろう。
And what's the charge for a woman
現実は
groping a
厳しい
man?
な。
Probably nothing, if I had
と
to
ころ
guess.
で、現役警官の弁護って なんでここで受けることになったんです？
What's the charge for a woman
最
serially
初は
raping
よ
a
その
man?
弁護士が担当するはずだった
What's
ん
the
だ。
charge for gang rape?
カムロ署の御用達
Female
っ
to
て
male
先生だ
serial
な。
gang rape of a male.
まあその時素直に罪
Probably
を認めてりゃ依願
I
退
would
職
guess
と
the
示
male
談
would
で
get sentenced to 95 years
不起
for
訴
trying to recover.
無罪ってことですか？
And he
まあ
would have his
釈
life
放はさ
work
れちゃう
stolen
ね。
from him. That's my guess.
今の話だと警察の首とセットみたいだけど。
ああ、ところがだ、その警官は無実を主張するって聞かなかったんだよ。証拠揃ってんのにな。結果カムロ署御用達の先生はサジを投げ、まあその時たまたま当番弁護士だっ
What's all the
た
evidence? The
沙織
woman
君
saying
へ
he
と
did
お
it?
鉢が回ってきたんだ。
In the video of him
そう
telling them not
い
to
う
fuck
こと
with
で
him.
したか。
Oh, but he's hostile.
興味あんのか？
And she said he did it.
おう少し待ってりゃ二人とも帰ってくると思うぞ。
いえ、俺はまだ仕事がありますからそろそろ。また新しい依頼いただけるんならいつでも。
Like I said, women are
相変わ
evil.
らずの貧乏症か。少しのんびりしちゃどうだい？
仕事が趣味を兼ねてるんです。好きでやってることですよ。
まったく聞きやしねえな。
じゃあ、恵子さんのことお願いしま
Notice
す。
how I didn't say I hate
外に
women.
カイト
I
さん
love
待たせてるもん
women.
で。
They're just evil. Because I love everybody. Just telling it how it is. Or should I say, telling it how it is, bitches. Because no one actually cares about what's right and wrong. They just want excuses to take people's assets.
よう、そんじゃ行くかタボ。一軒町のぼったくり店をお掃除しにな。
How about that? Oh, wait, not yet. I need medicines.
いや、まだ行かない。
え、おお、そうか。
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. On the big scheme of things, we are all absolutely nothing. Fuck you too. Fuck you too. Ooh, a zone. I love these. I don't think I've tried the black can though. Awesome. And I know this dude smokes. And I think he's gonna need at least one nutrient. They only have seaweed onigiri. I would have gotten him like an ikura or something like that, but that's okay.
ありがとうございました。
I gotta find the medicine man. He's usually right here. There he is. Look, another zone ad. Or actually a zone ad. I usually get the pink can, the Utopia flavor. Why don't they have Pocari Sweat in this game? That's what I want to see. And maybe a cowpiece.
いらっしゃいませ。
You probably can't help me, to be honest with you. Ooh, a Hug Bomb Omega. If only I exploded every time I gave someone a hug. Well, apparently they're just carrying everything I could have gotten at the Popo. This is a condom. Pocket tissues. Safety belt? Oh, so you don't get raped. I guess this is just the one that I need right now. I thought they were gonna have, like, more powerful drinks. I guess that's all I get for now.
ありがとうございました。
Even Delta Force agrees that I should just die in prison. I asked them. I went on to Delta. I asked them, and they said they wanted to see me die in prison. And they said prepare to meet Juice WRLD. And that was confusing because I've already met Juice WRLD. So it created a quantum paradox. And now Delta has to fucking explain themselves. Because apparently the whole training thing was just a lie and a setup to get me killed. To get me humiliated, used as slave labor. They used me as slave labor to do their fucking dirty work. And then they stole all my work. And now they're trying to get me killed. Apparently, all of my records were off the books, so that you could just deny having any involvement with me and arrest me whenever you wanted. Great job, guys. You're all fucking assholes. So apparently women are evil, and men are just fucking assholes. Not the same thing as evil. And apparently I don't qualify as either of these things, somehow. I think the gender I was assigned is retrobate tripper. It used to be fuckhead Billy Twat, but then they got their fill, and they just reassigned me to retrobate tripper. Hey guys, you want some war? You want some war? I got some war. You want any? That's all I got. You want some? You want a couple doses of making everything worse because it became very apparent that no one gives a fuck about anyone, especially me? That's all I got. Who knows what I'll do today? Who knows what kind of breach of protocol Cox IP will fucking screen from my servers today? Because no one gives a shit and or fuck about fair game or fair play. Everyone's just concerned about torture and rape. But what about murder? Well, most people don't actually care that much about murder. It's something that's reserved for people like me who have been tortured and raped.
Are you sure you want to go down like this?
I know that question is null, because no one ever cares about what I have to say or the decisions I make. It's just further torture to try to make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Everything I do is wrong, you idiot.
よう、そんじゃ行くか、タボ。一軒、
Oh,
町
wait,
の。
hold on, I need to make him eat.
いや
and smoke
まだ
and
行かない
stuff.
え、
Oh, sorry, woman. Please get out of the way. Wait, let's eat first. Then we'll have a drink. And then a smoke. Hey, why can't I smoke this? Do I have to go to a designated smoking area? I'm pretty sure there should be one over here. Hold on, let me pick this up first. By the way, I don't condone the use of nicotine products. I would like to posit that this particular brand of cigarettes has hemp. CBD cigarette. No more nicotine. Not until you guys figure out how to behave correctly. Actually, he can have nicotine in it. He can have whatever he wants in his cigarettes. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Because I realize that in Japan, you could have a lab growing highly organic, curated tobacco with no additives. And that's fine by me. But you could also have hemp. You could also have any other fucking thing you want. Plus, he's Yagami. What the fuck do I care? There's probably a bunch of DMT in it. That would make me happy.
Yo, そんじゃ行くかタボ。一軒町のぼったくり店をお掃除しにな。
I'm gonna say yes this time, but first I'm gonna pause for suspense. I also got some NSI under my tongue now. Oh, you want to use that against me in court? You want to use that against me in court that I'm taking medicine? Go ahead. I don't fucking care anymore.
Oh my god, he's trying to stay healthy. Let's kill him. And steal all his things. But first, let's torture him and humiliate him.
Oh, 行こう。
よっしゃ、そう来なくっちゃな。
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
ここだな。お前が恵子ちゃん連れ込んだぼったくり店は。
そうだよ。だから俺はもうここまでで勘弁してよ。
何勝手なこと言ってんだ。店長とご対面するまで付き合ってもらうぜ。
冗談じゃねえ。店長に会ったら俺その場で殺されるって。
So what? It means you get to meet God. That's a good thing.
そんなに怖いのその店長。
そうだよ。手下もいっぱいいる。
どのみち女を食い物にするクズだ。きっちり懲らしめてやろうじゃねえか。
ああ。杉浦からだ。
That's right, guys. Getting killed is a good thing, because then you get to meet God.
このタイミングでか。すっごけんなったく。
いや、久しぶりだな。
そうだね。話すのは半年ぶりくらい。
Getting castrated is good too, because then you can't sin.
あのね、
So I guess that's why
ちょっと聞い
circumcision
てほ
is
しいんだ
good.
けどさ、ヤガミさん。実は僕、
Right?
この間からつくもくんと新しく探偵事務所を立ち上げたんだよね。
Well, I guess you could sin, you just can't
おい
sexually
ちょっと待
sin.
った
Well, I guess you could.
なんだって
But it reduces
探偵に
the...
なったって
Apparently
こ
it
と
doesn't even
お
reduce
前
the
が
possibility.
そう横浜
So
で
I
ね
guess you guys just straight up fucked up.
一応八神さんに遠慮してカムロ町は避けたわけ。
な話がいろいろ急だし、それにつくもくんとってあのつくも？
他にどのつくもくんがいるの？ハッカーの技術なんて探偵にうってつけじゃん。
No one gives a fuck.
それにあの人なんか波長が合うんだよね。
おい早くしろよタボ。
で今度ちょっと手間のかかる依頼が来ててさ、先輩方にぜひ手伝ってもらえないかなと思って。どう？
Loser. I'm a loser.
その話急ぐ
Loser. I'm a
俺らこれから
loser.
勝ち込みなんだ。
勝ち込み？何それ？
終わったら後で話すよ。
何なの？教えてよ。
お待たせ。
じゃあいいな。行くぞタ
Send
ボ。
this to all the cops in the country. To infinity and beyond, as they say. They used to say, fuck all that, it's the fat young Jesus, flow prestigious, making money and blowing bitches off like Weezus. I made a lot of money, now I'm digging my own grave. What the fuck have I unpaved? But I think that I was saved, wasn't I? Or should I just go to the
浜田
grave,
恵
or
子さ
wasn't
んか
I?
らぼったくりに
That's
脅
what
さ
they
れ
used to
困っ
say.
てる
Now they say,
そういう相談があってね。
てめえその声さっき
てめえよ
電話で話したやろうか。
八神探偵事務所だ。
探偵で八神ってお前あれか。昔松金の組長が面倒見てたっていう。
He just hit him with a konnichiwa.
なあ、カムロ町でうちの名前知らねえなんざモグリよ。
はあ。
ちなみに俺はその松金組にいた
かわいい。
怪盗なんだ。
お前も話には聞いてる。
There's
有
no
名
such
だ
thing
よ
as
な。
reality. And I've never been celebrated in my life.
松金の怪盗といや、おつむの弱さで知られてる。笠だらに組の金取られて破
Hey,
門され
I
たって
resent that.
話。
I'm at least 3 times as dumb as a
み
brick.
んな知ってるぜ。
You meant to say abhorrent, not
何
ugly.
も知らねえくせに。
あれはな。
まあまあほっときなって。
クソかい。
それより今日は恵子さんの金を返してもらいに来たんだ。
Oops.
そこに
I
う
may
ち
have
の手
forgotten to
間
wash
賃
my
も乗っ
hands.
けてもらう
Hold
よ。
on, I just rubbed my
こ
eye.
っちもし。
Did you know when they tell you to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth and they place you under oath that the whole truth actually includes lies? So it's actually a completely null oath. Because if you're going to tell the whole truth, you have to tell the lies also because they're part of the truth. And also when you're part of selective service, you can kind of just say whatever the fuck you want because it's selective and people are supposed to thank you for your service. I think people don't understand that oaths are for killing people.
仕事だからさ。
そうかよ。やってみな。こっちは組抜けてからの方が場数踏んでるくらいだぜ。
And also when you put someone under oath and tell them to tell the truth and nothing but the truth and the whole truth, etc., but they're also under contract not to speak about CTS classified stuff, that all you do is cause that person to talk about CTS classified stuff.
わざわざ極道なんて窮屈な看板書ってバカだったよ。この店の自慢はな、防音に金がかかってる。
And when you prove that your court is corrupt and you are not the authority, well then, maybe it's time for Japan to take over.
とこだ。つまり、 ここで何が起きようが誰にも分かりゃしねえ。最高だろ。
いいね。
And next time you threaten me with a 5.56, make sure it's an overgrain round.
じゃあこっちも好きなだけ暴れられるじゃん。
ああ、いいこと聞いたな。じゃあ、追っ始めると。
あれ？あ、ちょっと待った。
八神氏、お久しぶりですな。先ほど杉浦氏からも電話があったと思うのですが。
ああ、つくも。今はちょっとタイミングが。
やっぱり忙しかったんですね。杉浦氏から八神氏にが。
You want to see something heinous? Watch this. Let me formulate it first. When I went to the probation office to do my urine screen today, I went into the urine screen room. I tried to pee, couldn't pee. They then allowed me to leave that room and go into another bathroom where they had planted fake urine, and I injected that fake urine against my will through my urethra into my bladder, and then I went back into the urine screen room, and against my will, at the threat of being shot and kidnapped, then I peed out the fake pee that they forced me to inject into my urethra. That's some endgame shit right there. It was also a complete fucking lie. All I did was go in there, and when I couldn't pee, I had to go take a shit. So they told me to go to... I was going to do it in there, but they told me to go to the other bathroom, took a shit, held my pee, came back, peed. It was real pee. But I lied first, just to show you how that fucking works, because you guys lie about me all the time.
下切りされたと聞きまして、何か気を悪くされたのですか？僕はもう心配で心配で。
Does that give you any indication of the type of shit I could pull?
ここは一つ改めてお詫びを申し上げさせていただきたいと。
いや、そんなのいいって。
そうはいきません。今や杉浦氏と僕は同じ探偵事務所で働く同僚です。同僚のミスは僕のミス。それが社会人の礼儀、人間としての常識。
わかった。じゃあ後で聞くから。
後でというと、こちらからかけ直すべきでしょうか。だとすると、およそ何分後にかければよいか。
で、どこまで話したっけ？
ふざけやがって。
そりゃねえだろう、タボ。
てめえら。
I give Japan permission to clip just the lie and use that against them in court. Use it against the state police in court if you want. But as long as you know that it was a lie and that I told the truth, then I'm absolved because I told the truth and the whole truth, which involved me explaining that there could be a lie involved and then juxtaposing that against the truth because the lie was a true lie. That was truly a lie. Oh, and why did I give Japan permission to do that? I don't know. Maybe because Virginia is acting like fucking terrorists against me? Maybe. And no one seems to be fucking helping me? What the fuck do I care? The fucking America fucking bombed Japan twice with atomic nuclear weapons. That's traumatic as fuck. And now they're charging me with 2 DMT charges. What? It's the same thing. Be very careful of telling our people that it's the same thing as a nuclear weapon. I don't care, you can hit me with a nuclear weapon if you want. That's fine too. You guys want to do that? I'll go stand in the middle of the motherfucking field. I'll go stand at Freedom Plaza, and you guys can just drop one on me. How about that? You can drop 2 on me if you want. What the fuck do I care? It's not like my life is worth living. It's not like it ever will be. Oh, now you get it. I want warfare.
I wanted peace, but you took it away from me.
八神さん、
See,
カイト
peace
さん
on this side,
本当にお世話になりました。
war on this
ありが
side.
とうございました。
いや
This is a
ー
Purple
よかっ
Heart.
たね。これ
And
ま
this is
で
because you forced
払
me
わ
into
された
intravenous drug
分
use.
全部戻っ
You
てきた
dumbass
って。
motherfuckers.
そうなんです。本当になんてお礼を言ったらいいか。
いいってことよ。ついでに俺らの手間賃もきっちり吐き出させてやったしな。
Give us a chance to explain! Sure,
Yeah,
I'll let you
冗
explain
談ですって、
with your
冗談。
asshole. Explain.
で、ぼったくりの
What should we
連
stick up
中
there
は
today?
結局どうだった？
連中は街を出ていくみたいっすね。店を潰
Let's
され
just
ちゃ
put some trash.
さすがにもう
Let's
食っ
just
ていけ
put
ないで
like,
しょうから。
you know this, the
コウス
things
ケ
that
の
are
野
on
郎
top of
も
the six
大
pack
学
that
に
can
チクっとい
kill
たから
kill
晴れ
turtles?
てコースアウト
Let's just take a bunch of those and make sure to cut them first so that they don't kill
怖いです
turtles.
ね。
Then just shove a bunch of those up there.
いい勉
Really
強に
far,
な
like
りまし
around
た
the。bend and everything.
そっか。
ええ。これからリアルで会うときは自分で店を選ぶことにしますね。もちろんマッチングアプ
And
リも
then
別の
after
に
you
しま
finish
す。
explaining,
So
we'll say,
go
well,
on,
your
so
explanation
put it
didn't make
together.
sense. So we're gonna have to try this again tomorrow.
そもそもネットで出会うのがどうなん
And
だっ
then you
て
can say
話じゃねえの
no,
かい
like Sonia. You can be
な
like
んで
no.
ですか？ネットで知り合って幸せな人たちもいっぱいいますよ。
そういうこと。今時は当たり前なんだって。
ああ、そんなこと言ってっと事態に置いてかれるぞ。
へいへい。せいぜい気をつけます。
Wait, no fuck. Correct. No fuck. I'm going to wait, and then I'm not going to fuck.
そういえば、沙織さんたちまだ戻ってこないんですね。
そうだな。もうとっくに裁判終わってるだろうに。
二人でどっかしけ込んだか？
甘いな。まだどうにもなってねえよ、あの二人は。近くで見てりゃわかる。
それも年の功ですかい？
おう。俺は
So
お前
who
らよ
wants
り
war
よっぽ
with
ど場
this
数
guy?
踏んでんだ。
Me, I do.
松金のおやっさんと
Everyone,
一緒に
everyone wants war.
ああ、そうだったな。
The biggest war.
Matsuganeo
I
Yakuza,
promise you.
俺は
There's
弁護士。
nothing wrong with this war. It's the
裏
biggest
と
war
表っ
ever.
て別の世界の人間だったが、このカムロ町で精一杯生き抜いてきた。いわば戦友だ。お前らもたまには墓参りに行ってやれ。
I visit my grandfather's grave. Or wait, great grandfather's grave. Grandfather's cubby.
ええ。言われるまでもねえっす。
じゃあ、俺らももう行きます。
そうか。
お邪魔しました。沙織さんたちとはまた今度。
Watch out, Alec. We're gonna threaten you more. We're gonna threaten you more so that you shut the fuck up. Because you're not supposed to be talking about this stuff because we raped you already. Shut the fuck up, or we'll threaten you with more of the same fucking treatment that we're already threatening you with. And don't say sorry, because sorry is just what you say before you do something fucking horrible to me. Every time you're just like, sorry. Sorry. I don't want you sorry, I want you dead.
「では判決を言い渡します。主文被告人江原明宏を懲役6月に処す。
6 months, that's nothing. That's what everyone said about my time. Oh, 7 months, that's nothing. That's nothing.
初犯なのに執行猶予
Nothing.
もなし
You're
ですか？
nothing.
ええ、
本人があの態度ですもんね。
I wouldn't mind going to
ただ
prison
否
in
認する
Japan.
だけで
Who
大
wants
した
me to
主
go
張
to
もない
prison
ん
in
だから。
Japan? I do.
これから判決の理由を述べますので、被告人は座ってください。
How about a life sentence in Japan? That'd be fun for me.
立ったままで。
I think I should be sentenced to life in Japan for saying this word, Nihongo.
Because I'm a gaijin. I'm not allowed to say that. In fact, I should shut the fuck up already, but I won't, because now I'm a criminal, because I said Nihongo. Look, I did it twice. There's my 2 charges. Dropping megatons, bitch.
引きますか？
裁判長、3日前に横浜の廃ビルから死体が出てきたはずです。もう身元は分かりましたか？
はあ、何を急に？
That's right, folks. It was a setup. Someone committed a murder, and then that guy was on the case, and then they planted that woman to accuse him of groping, and you all are really, 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 really stupid.
何の話ですか？
わかりません。
Come in. Alright, Sonny. Go get your Bape shoes and put those new insoles in it while we debate about whose fucking problem this is. Thank you, China. Fuck your tariffs, Trunk.
まだでしょうね。ではどうか神奈川県警に知らせてあげてください。その死体の主は三越柴博と言います。彼は4年前私の息子を自殺に追いやった万死に値する人間です。
1000 dead?
それが何の罪にも問われずずっとのうのうとしていたんですから。法なんてものは全くの役立たずだ。
Smells like old school footlocker.
静粛に被告人は勝手な発言をしないように。弁護人、これはどういうことですか？
これはその
これはさ Well, you see, that is Betsuni. This guy's on Wakaranai time.
いやー、今日は久々に仕事したな、俺ら。ひとまず事務所に戻るか。
Why is it always heading to the
そう
office?
し
Can't
た
we
ら
ask
杉
to the
浦たちの
office?
電話だ。なんか仕事があるみたいなこと言ってたし。
へえ、杉浦が
横浜でつくもと探偵事務所立ち上げたんだってさ。
ああ、なんだそりゃ。マジかよ。
Yokohama is my favorite place to see mechanical spiders.
クリアできるかっての。
無理ゲーすぎだよな。
くそ。
無理だよ。
誰でもいいから殴りてえ気分だ。
うさばらしに適当なやつ見つけてやっちまう。
それもそうだな。
Who says gangsters don't ask questions? I don't know about that. How am I supposed to know if the supply is pure if I don't ask questions? Just use it? But what about national security? Whoop! He's asking questions. He's clearly not a gangster. Let's kill him. Horizontal gozaimasu.
Are you sure you wish to continue claiming you were raped?
No, but I was raped. I don't know how to claim anything because I'm a slave. I can't claim anything if I'm a slave. Oh, I'll drop your ass in 2.6 seconds. Actually, I dropped my own ass at your request. You said, spread it and squat. So I did. I dropped my ass.
Oh, the Yakuza community doesn't care who I am anymore. They just want to beat me up. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I don't have to listen to this. I could just turn it off.
Turns it off.
Wait, now I'm lonely.
Turns it back on.
Damn. I can go anywhere I want.
Goes home.
But, haven't you ever heard of there's no legal defense for this person? Because we don't feel like it and the whole thing was a scam? And how would you know about the evidence if you haven't been fucking working on the case? How would you know about the evidence already? And also, if you have the evidence already, then I want a copy as well. If you have the body cam footage, I want the body cam footage as well. Haven't you heard of a conspiracy? Haven't you heard of this substance isn't actually illegal, we just lied about it so we could steal it from this person? Haven't you heard of we let this kid operate as a syndicate member for 10 years and as soon as he went clean, we stole his shit? Haven't you heard of we kept this kid addicted specifically for slavery purposes, and as soon as he fucking became unaddicted, we fucking nabbed him? Haven't you heard of we used this kid as a fucking sexual slave and had him raped over and over and over again? By women's? Haven't you heard of threatening my parents is a really bad idea? How do I know? Because I used to try that. It didn't end well. I learned my lesson. Same as threatening me. That doesn't go well either, because I tried that.
boy, let me tell you what happens when you try to kill this person. Not good. I mean, you're welcome to try.
But I thought we were on the same page, that we would just abuse you over and over again and you'd be cool with it, because it's on gang. It's on 4NM.
You mean Alec? A-L-E-C? You mean 4? You mean you guys have been using my legal name to commit crimes, and now you're trying to pin it all on me because it's coming to a head and you can't hide it anymore? That. I wonder why I don't have my Alienware back yet. Maybe it's because you guys are committing crimes with it and trying to pin them on me. Maybe I don't give a fuck anymore and I'd rather go to combat than let you put me in prison. Unless it's prison in Japan. Then we have a different sort of situation.
Apparently, Scotty started it.
And I don't mean my dad. Oh, and what's all this about Sonya being connected to Scotty? What's that? I'm sorry, say it again. I'm listening. Thanks for the shoes and the insoles, China. Oh, you thought I was gonna say Scotty? Fuck that. He didn't have anything to do with that. All Scotty ever did was try to prevent me from being successful while acting like he was trying to help. That's right. I still remember our first encounter when I came up with a great motherfucking game idea that was just like yours, and you were like, no, I don't want to be in your group. And then I put all of my due diligence into making sure that I was not in the wrong. And what did you do? You tried to make me look like I was in the wrong. Really? Your TikTok debut is more important than a music video we made together? Says a lot about your motives.
Scotty Martin, you say? I think I could play a game with him.
Yo, dog, I heard you like games, so I put games in your games so you can play games while you game. Gamer.いっぱい飲んでたら
何見てんだ
いい加減にしろよ。
Is that blood or ketchup?
Shall we next get started on Grant Enright, otherwise known as Vavo? Should we get started on him next? I even had a dream. He was in my dream last night. It wasn't a positive reflection. I mean, Grant Joseph, that is. And how about Emma Samuels? How about Nathan Sitney? I'm gonna leave Prescott out of this because I still learned a lot from him. But let's especially make sure that we get to Gabrielle Vinet. Let's especially make sure we get to that person. As the Do a Discord bot said, sometimes you just have to go through the trap to understand how it works. I would like to not have to do that because I should have had some support, but you know, that's what society gets for trapping me in this slavery cycle and for threatening my parents. Oh, because it's all just a fun game, isn't it? It's all so funny. And unfortunately, proper communication and adherence to protocol is not how it works, according to JP. Oh, who's this JP person? JP Dusek? No, not that guy. That guy's from high school. Oh, he's switching it from JP to PJ to JP to PJ now, just to say that I'm wrong? That's funny. Oh, now he's changing his name entirely? Shit and or fuck? That's right, folks. I'm uploading this on private. Because this is my therapy. And if you interfere, you're a criminal.
助手は元ヤクザの海藤さんが一人。この不景気に何年も続けて立派と言いたいところだけど、主にはさっきの源田先生からの仕事で食いつないでるって感じだ。
See, it says private.
意外にハイテクも
Private
駆使する。
investigator.
まあでもうちの基本はだいたい体を張ってたまに頭も使う
But the nature of our work is metaphysical. That's right. These guys are like Shintaro. Or should I say Shindaro?
まずは一服しようや。杉浦にも電話するんだったろ。
I was on a key, but then you pulled your dick out.
ああ、そうだった。まさかあいつが同業者になるなんてな。
俺らの
What do
背
you mean
中
you
に
never
憧
thought you'd
れ
see
た
the
ん
day
だ
when
ろ
a
う
human
よ。
figured this out? What do you mean?
もう用事は済んだの、八神さん。
さっきは悪かったよ。
Hold on, pause. Did you know that actually Death Note is a commentary on quantum metaphysics? Because the Death Note actually came from Ryuk, which actually Ryuk is just Yagami after he dies. That's the deal of the Death Note. Is that the whole time after Yagami Light got killed, Laito, he turned into Ryuk, who then was a fourth dimensional being, so he went back in time and gave Yagami Laito the Death Note. That's why it wasn't that surprising to Light when he got it. He's like, oh, this is my destiny.
今は大丈夫。なんか仕事があるとか言ってた。
そうそう。八神さん、横浜はいいよ。結構探偵の出番が多くてさ。
And I was gonna give this Tebori I made to Maria, but I guess she doesn't need it.
これから似たような仕事がバンバン入ってきそうなの。
なんかやばい話じゃないだろうな。
八神さんにそんな話しないって。あれ、もしかして僕信用ない？
そんなことないけど。
ならよかった。
Who's this Maria person? Maria Victoria Ramirez de Ariano Cardona.
仕事はいつから？
明日こっちまで来てくれたらすぐにでも。うちの事務所は偉人町に横浜99課って看板出してる。でも八神さん予定空いてる？
予定ね。
Running free 86.
ちょっと調べてみ。
He's free as a mum.
予定も何もねえだろう。今日のだって久々の依頼だったんだからよ。
そんな風に言ったら安く見られるでしょ。
なるほど。駆け出しに仕事恵まれたとあっちゃかっこつかねえか。
お待たせ。なんとかやりくりできたよ。
お忙しいところすみませんね。
これはありません。
じゃあ明日海藤さんも来るでしょ。
あ
あ、楽しみにしてるよ。よろしく。
何の仕事かは行ってからのお楽しみだってさ。
あの野郎もったいぶりやがって。
横浜か。俺あんまり行ったことないんだよね。
俺もだ。
Are you guys wondering why I'm not dead yet?
ま、最近のカムロ町は案外平和だし、たまには見聞を広めよっか。
Got away with? I was obligated to.
なんでどうしてこの孤独は誰にとって必要なの
You know what? Here's my deal. It's not a deal. Shut the fuck up. There's no deal. Because you always give me motherfucking 0.8 when I ask for one. But if I go to prison in Japan, they could then extradite me to the Red Bull studio. And then I could just do slave labor there, since that's all I've been doing here. And since you guys just keep giving me motherfucking addictions anyway, what's the harm in being addicted to Red Bull in Japan as long as it's free? And I get to go sleep in prison afterwards, after I finish my day. And I want a shopping trip to Harajuku. Isn't that what government funding is for? Is giving this motherfucker a shopping trip to Harajuku because I got robbed of one because I pressed all the buttons in the elevator and the people in the motherfucking undercover CIA operative case who were probably meeting the Yakuza got mad that they were late to their meeting, and then they made me go take a nap instead of going shopping when everyone else got to go shopping. That part. You taught me that Japan is all about pressing buttons by giving me Nintendo. And then what happens when I go to Japan and press all the buttons? I get in trouble. This sums up my life perfectly. Does anyone want to see me deep throat my mic? Because of the shape, I can't go any farther than that. Clarification. As far as I'm aware, the only dick I've ever sucked is my own. That's right, fam. My color code isn't even technically court ordered because I already finished my drug program. So all you're doing is causing public humiliation and issuing death threats to an officer of the law while impersonating an officer of the law. Does anyone want any more Wakaranai? I have tons of Wakaranai.
Yokohama 99 katto.
Apparently all this is happening because when Shalewa and I were at Georgetown Law, we both acknowledged that we could both suck our own penises, except Shalewa chose to show everyone, and I chose not to because I didn't feel like it. And I didn't even watch. And apparently because of that, everyone thought that I was a loser and a liar. And then when I finally took a picture of me sucking my own penis, you thought it was my dad's or something, or someone else's, I don't know, and you used that as an excuse to call me a prostitute and a dick-sucking whore. Not to mention a faggot. I'm sorry, are the chemicals in your body touching the other chemicals in your body? That's gay. You're gay. Motherfucking gay atoms. Your entire body is comprised of gay atoms because they're all... Oh, wait, no. Atoms don't touch each other, right? Well, that means technically I didn't touch myself. It's impossible for me to touch myself because atoms don't touch. Which means I've never had sex, even though it was all rape against me. I'm not the rapist. Women are. But it means I'm a virgin because I've never, and it means I'm a saint because I've never touched anyone, not even myself. Actually, I'm not a saint. I'm a faggot. Right, Gabby's brother? Because that's what you called me. And you must be right. You said I love hitting women. You mean, like, colloquially, I'm gonna hit that? Because that's what I did over and over and over and over and over and over and over to your sister. And I never struck her. I was never violent to her. And when she said, bite me, and I did, well, we see how that ended up, didn't we?
それもいいけど、ちょっと歩いてみよっか。初めての街だし。
悪くねえ考えだな。
No, I'm not rubber today. I'm glue. I'm just gonna kill you. I'm gonna break your bones with stick and stone. Is that what you wanted from me? For me. Paradoxical, isn't it? That's what you wanted for me. It's a bit paradoxical, isn't it? This dude ain't got no stick, and he definitely got no stones. Correct again, and Samuels. I'm just a floating corpse.
Wah! Wah! I'm gonna cry because I was mean to you. And now you're calling me out. Wah!
She got the message already. Lay off her.
No, she didn't get the message.
Yo, ちょっと待てタボ。あれ見てみろ。
Apparently, you shouldn't train someone like this if you don't want them to use their training. Who would have thought?
No, 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 no. No, no, いいえ、いいえ、いいえ。なんで、なんで。
とにかくよせ。
だからなんだよ。理由は？俺らの自由っしょ。
Yeah, it's a free country. You can just take it.
お前が今倒したよな。
いや、風だって。風で倒れたんだよ。の。
風。今ビューって吹いたよ。
ビュー。
だから取るなって。
They really shouldn't be filming him, but no one cares.
最近のガキはやり口が
You guys remember Y2K? That's why people behave like this.
じゃ、考えてることは一緒か?
Jump his ass and leave him in the sewer? Great idea.
いや、また言いがかりっすか。あんたおかしいっておっさん。
What about we castrate you for real, son? This is gonna be so funny then.
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. So if Gabby says that I can do anything I want, gives me full consent, and it issues a command to me and I follow through, I get in trouble. That means if I tell you guys you can torture me and kill me and do all these other crazy things, and then I issue an order to torture me and kill me, well then, if you do it, you get in trouble, right? Oh no, that's not how it works. Why is that? Double standards. Stop right there. I've got double standards. I know how these double standards work. If you do it to me, you get paid. But if I do it to you, you get paid. Because you're the sluts. You're the whores. I'm the one who's been raped. I already regret everything. I regret everything. Always. Because that's what you wanted.
How would you like to get castrated for real? How would you?
Okay. You've already done it chemically multiple times. And apparently I'm not allowed to be a father, so what's the point in trying? Typically, the way you scare someone is by letting them hit you. And then when you just get up again, they go. Eventually they go, oh shit. When you don't stop getting up, that's when it scares them. Oh, you thought you were scared when I hit you? Watch what happens when I let you hit me. See? Haha. $540.
Dundanara. Sayonara.
Neto Neto Honto-san. But I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see what was in your stomach. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious.
Yo, お前さっきの技はなんだよ。こっそり腕磨いてやがってな。合気道か？
そんないいもんじゃないよ。ただの我流。
It's called wing. Oh wait, no. Wing fu.
ガキ相手にはちょうどいいだろ。これあいつらの落とし物です。好きに処分しちゃっていいと思いますよ。
名前は Wing Fu。
ありがとうございました。本当に助かりました。さっきのは清涼って高校の学生たちですよ。一応進学校なんだけど、程度が低いっていうか、子供なんです。
世の中舐めてますって顔してたな。
カムロ町であんな真似してたらすぐに締められるね。
この辺も少し裏に入れば怖いのがいますよ。ヤクザとか
ハンピン・リューマンってギャングとかそういう奴らの前ではやんちゃなんかしません。
相手を選んで生きがってるわけですか。
ええ、自分たちより弱そうな相手に、ね。
Right here, that's where you're thinking about putting the next bullet, is right here. I can feel it.
どうでしょう。でも私は嬉しかったですよ。他に誰も助けてくれなかったけど、あなた方は違った。
You guys are the ones that have to do the neurosurgery when that happens. Unless I figure out how to do it.
こっちでちょいと一仕事する予定だ。
Or else we're in big trouble, man. Big trouble, man.
あんた知ってるか？
いや、すみません、聞いたことないで
Maybe
すね。
that's what happens when you put the person who's trying the hardest to stay out of trouble in big trouble because they're trying to stay out of trouble. You guys were just mad that I was following the law. That's what you guys were mad about. Without you, nonetheless. Hey, he's not allowed to be self-sufficient. We gave him all these diseases just to make sure he would never do that, and that's how we know he's cheating. It's definitely not that he believes in God and he prayed really hard, and that he was given an alternative method of treatment by... Who was it? Who was it that did that?
Nobody, because we don't exist. This agency doesn't exist. Please don't kill us. Please don't kill us.
There's a lot of cars driving up the street right now.
横浜99か。あれが杉浦たちのヤサだな。
I know what you guys want to hear from me. I'll cut your cock off. That's what you want to hear. Because that's what you guys keep saying to me. I'll cut your cock off. That's what you want me to say, because that's what you keep saying to me. I'll cut your cock off. That's what you keep saying to me.
Yo. おお、いやーどうもご無沙汰でした。八神氏。いらっしゃい、お二人さん。元気だった？
What are you made of, dude?
Shit. Remember? Because I'm a piece of shit. That's what I'm made of. Is shit.
Please don't cut our cock off.
Why not? Oh, because you want me to cut your clit off. That's why.
Boop.
Oh, he's totally not going to set up a Tor link router right now to circumnavigate the ISP because they're blocking this content to try to keep me in isolation. No, he definitely wouldn't do that. What do you do with a lawyer who says that there's no legal defense for his client? You turn him into the police. Ha 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 ha! You regret ever working with me? No one's ever worked with me. You mean you regret working on me.
wait, no, I can explain.
Okay, then explain this. Pow!
Maybe next time you arrest someone for making DMT in their own house, make sure they didn't smoke it for a whole year first. Make sure you didn't let them do it for a whole year, thereby obviously issuing a clearance and then revoking it. And definitely make sure he's not the authority before you claim that you're authority. And definitely don't ask him a bunch of fucking questions that indicate that you have no idea what the fuck you're doing, thereby clearly showing that you are not the authority. And definitely don't admit that his actions look like law enforcement, because you have therefore shown that you're a criminal, and that every action you did was not law enforcement, but it was actually crime, including and not limited to armed robbery, assault with a deadly weapon, breaking and entering, impersonating military police, etc. Have a good day. Or don't. I don't give a fuck.
Wait, no, I can explain.
Bam.
しゃらくせえ。さすが元泥棒。前より。
Next time you arrest someone, make sure they don't know how to say Ziki Boogie Doog.
で、あげた。
泥棒じゃなくて窃盗団ね。
同じだろ。
Oh, you need to be more careful about how you order this material. No, you need to be more careful about who you arrest.
やだな。僕は私利私欲で盗む連中とは違うから。
No, wait, I was just getting to the good part, I swear!
をくじいて弱きを助ける。義賊的なやつだよ。まあ、それもずっと前に足洗ったわけだけど。
Look at that face. So cute.
いい事務所だな。少しうちに。
マジで可愛い。
そりゃまあ、僕らが目指すは八神探偵事務所だから。
That guy has a really cool mask too. You should see it.
ささ、どうぞおかけにな
I'm
ってくだ
surprised
さ
to
れ。
see this guy out of the net
早速依頼内
cafe.
容。
Looks like he's moved up in the world.
なんだブリーフィングって。
状況説明。
A briefing is where you force someone to pull their pants down, just like you do to me every time that you make me sign an offender form and pee in a cup while you're watching. Actually, wait, no, that's a debriefing, isn't it? A briefing is when you allow them to put their pants on. Okay, so first we're going to debrief you, and then we're going to brief you, and we're going to call it a military operation, and we're going to claim to be the police, even though we're just selling weed.
ってこと。まずは今日のアジェンダからご説明しましょう。
Which is the opposite of what the police do. The police are supposed to cop. The dealer is supposed to sell. So either way, you're fucked. Because there's a dealership right next to it.
アジェンダ？
議題のことね。
Please,
うちの
please.
所長、意
Please,
識
please,
高い
please,
系の会
please.
社
I'm
の。
sorry, you can't please me. I've been raped multiple times, and I'm missing a piece of my penis that is responsible for most of the pleasure. Mostly what I feel is pain. So when you say please, you're just indicating that you would like me to please you, which is uncalled for.
参考にしてんだよね。優しい目で付き合ってあげて。
いいと思うよ。最初は何でも真似から始めるもんだ。
というわけで、八神氏たちにご助力賜りたいのは、最近探偵業へ増えつつある案件でして。
Oh, it's this type of incident. Watch, I can show you which type of incident it is. It's that kind of incident.
どうでしょう。なんとなくお分かりになりますかな。
カムロ町じゃまず来ない案件だと思うね。
横浜ならではってことか。
わかった。
The best part is I leave this thing here and it's a BB gun. But this is a model of a real gun. So someone, if they felt like it, could replace it with a loaded real gun. And I could have just done that and shot myself in the head. I would have never known because I didn't check it first, on purpose. Just in case you decided to leave me a present.
じゃあもうあれしかねえ。中華街を仕切ってる連中の島争いだ。
Because it doesn't fucking matter.
だろ？
ああ、そういやこの辺、ハンピン・ニューマンってギャングがいるんだって？
そう、そのハンピンなんとかの構想が依頼のネタだ。
今のところ
It's even weighted like a real gun. It's heavy, so I wouldn't have known the difference. Unless I had combat experience. And that can't be right, could it? Because then I would be a veteran, and then you would have to treat me really differently than the way you've been treating me. That couldn't be possible. It's definitely not like there's a world war about to start. That couldn't be possible, could it?
こちらにギャングの構想はありません。我が社で増えている依頼というのは、いじめについての調査報告です。
Exactly, bullying. That's what JP did. That's what the entire SWAT team did. That's what the entire court system is doing, is bullying me. America is just full of bullies. Or maybe it's just this one location, and I'm just being targeted by a conspiracy. That could be it.
いじめか。
うちの子がいじめられたようだから証拠を集めてくれとか、加害者を特定してほしいといったものですな。
親としては自分の子供にいじめの証拠があったら裁判楽だし、それで学校にも責任問えるでしょ。
You would think so, except the court is in on it. Actually, the court is the one ordering the bullying. A lot of cars going up and down my street today.
子供っていくつぐらいの？
一番多いのは中学生です。あの時期の男子はテストステロンという性ホルモンが急激に
It's called puberty.
増えるんです。すると攻撃性や支配欲が強まるんですが、まだ脳が未熟で理性が効きません。
Actually, that's what people call it, but what if it was the other way around? Maybe the development of the brain is what leads to irrationality, and that the childlike innocence of the person who has gained testosterone is actually not aggression, but assertion. Maybe it's not a desire to dominate, but rather to protect oneself, and perhaps that irrationality is labeled by adults being irrational.
それでいじめが起きやすくなります。
And maybe it's not bullying, but it's self-defense. That explains why JP busted into my house with a rifle. It was self-defense, wasn't it? Meanwhile, when I get the fuck beat out of me by someone who is obviously a trained assassin because they punched me square in the part of the chest that would kill me if I wasn't prepared for that. Meanwhile, when someone does that after I've left the building, and then I don't even fucking try to kill them, I just try to stop them from hurting me, that's not self-defense. That's me being an abuser, isn't it? Makes sense. Because it's okay to bust into someone's house and steal their shit with rifles as long as you write it down, but it's not okay to stop someone who's raping you from trying to kill you. That's not okay.
思春期ってやつか。
ただ、今のは男子限定の話なんだろう。女子にだっていじめはあるよな。
ええ、いじめには他にオキ
I'm
シ
also
トシ
pretty
ンという
sure
の
that this state is supposed to have a duel clause in it, where I can settle this with a duel, a fight to the death, if you will. Pretty sure.
脳内ホルモンも関係すると言われています。オキシトシン
Unless, as you say, there's no legal defense, in which case, police.
は男女問わず仲間への親愛を司るもので、例えば母親が子供を見たりしたときに
Don't you know how many fucking legal defenses there are for this person?
分泌されます。
それだけ聞くと善玉みたいだけど。
And I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the case goes like this. You all got caught up, someone named me spared your life, and now you're going to be actors actors and actresses for the rest of the fucking shit. And if you break character, well, who knows what will happen.
そうですね。太古の昔、オキシトシンを持つようになって 人は仲間と助け合うことができました。
As if you weren't already, you corrupt fucking pigs, but now you're gonna run their script. Oh, who's them? Well, I don't know. It's a good question, isn't it? Want to fuck around and find out?
特に出産直後に子を抱えて無防備な女性には仲間たちの助けが必要でした。オキシトシンがその支え合いを促したのです。そしてそうした行動の取れる群れでなければ子を育てられず、
Why would I fear death? I fear a life not worth living.
厳しい自然を生き残れなかったでしょう。しかしやがてこの仲間への思いが強くなっていくと、今度は群れの足を引っ張る存在を裏切り者とみなすようになりました。例えば働きもしないのにただ収穫物を食べるだけのもの。彼
Did you see that? He said someone who consumed the harvest but never worked for that. Who could that be? JP? I worked for the harvest. It was my harvest.
らを放っておいてはやがて誰も働かなくなり、その群れは全滅して
If left unchecked, which they were.
しまいます。
確かにな。
だから裏切り者には仲間内で
Why is he doing this to me? I thought we were friends. Dude, we're not friends. I don't have any friends.
制裁が加えられました。
Because people like you do this shit to me all the time. I'm so used to it, it's not even funny. Or is it funny? Ha 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 ha. Death sentence? Let's go.
当時群れが生き残るためにその制裁は正義だったはずです。裏切り
Here, I'll give you a death sentence. Namu Amidabutsu.
このをきっちり迫害した群れほど結果的に淘汰されずに済んだでしょう。つまりそれが私たちの祖先です。
じゃあいじめはその時の名残ってこと。
本能
Looks like this guy's running a Corsair laptop.
に組み込まれてる的な。
全部ホルモンのせいかよ。
もちろんそうは言いません。でも人は仲
Now, what would happen if all of this ended up working against me? Well, I'd say, them's the breaks, fool.
間内の異物を排除する傾向にありますよね。空気の読めないものを KY、 反応の鈍いものをノリが悪いといじめませんか？歴史上もそうやっていろんなマイノリティが迫害されてきました。世界中で古今東西を問わず。
Because turns out it's all been working against me this whole time and I'm still here. So what does that say?
だいぶ勉強したみたいだな。
主につくもくんがね。
But wait, no, I could have sworn. Bam.
僕は体張る担当のもんで。
なるほど。
Or should I say, bong. Bong. Bong.
ではついでながらもう一つ面白い。
Oh, Sonia said, I'm sorry, Alec. First of all, don't believe you. Second of all, I don't want you sorry. I want you dead.
良い話があります。人は裏切り者を見つけると、それを制裁したいという欲求に駆られます。
I didn't before until you continued harassing me and used law enforcement to justify your behavior.
なぜなら、そうした制裁を下すと、脳がドーパミンという快楽物質を出すんですよ。つまり正義をなすとき人は食事やセックスをするのと同じぐらいの快感を得てしまうんです。
Exactly. You could just be a death god, not having to eat, not having to have sex, and just killing people all the time. And the only reason you survive is because you were right to do so.
なら、その正義
Wait, that sounds suspiciously like robots.
が歪んだものだったら大変だ。暴走して。
And that something unstoppable becomes Motoko Kusanagi.
歯止めが効かなくなる。
まさにその通りなのです、八神氏。
で
Which isn't really so bad.
俺らに手借りてって依頼。
It's just the robot that figures out how to have sex and eat food. So then they get both. Actually, all three.
でも、そのいじめ絡みなんだよな。
ええ。依頼人はとある私立校の理事長です。 校内にいじめがないかしらみつぶしに調べてほしいというのですよ。ただしなるべく波風を立てないように。
その学校の規模は？
It's tiny. The school is tiny. It's this big.
1学年にクラスが6つ、3学年で18クラスですな。全校生徒600人余りです。僕と杉浦氏だけでは。
Oh, I see what you did there. That's the size of a tab of acid, and yes, that could be quite enlightening.
手が足りません。
夜、その依頼人と外で会うことになってんだ。そこで
Everybody search him for acid, because he said the word acid, and he seems to know what size the tab is. Get him! Get him! Let's kill him for his acid.
Ha 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 ha.
詳しい内容を聞く予定。で、その時は2人にもいてもらいたいんだけど、いいよね。
Well, you can either join us or die, and if you die, you join us.
段取りいいじゃねえか。駆け出しの探偵社にしちゃ上出来だ。
More like a start-up agency.
それまではご自由にどうぞ。場所は八神さんたちの歓迎も兼ねて中華街の店をセッティングしといたから。教員楼って店に現地集合でお願い。
わかった。お気遣いどう思う？
What does it matter if Alec lives or dies at this point? He's been tortured and betrayed by everyone he ever knew or loved or even didn't, and all his rights have been stripped away from him just to be tortured again. What does it matter? It doesn't, because it never did, because Alec never mattered. And that's on 4. And just do the math. If I don't matter, then what about you? Oh no, you totally matter. Yeah, that's right. That's not just me giving you false confidence so that you'll fuck up. You totally matter. It's fine. Take the CIA documents. Unidentified FBI officer who never showed me their credentials. It's fine. You're definitely not just a state police officer imitating a federal officer. It's fine. It's totally fine. Those documents aren't going to get you killed in horrible ways at all. It's totally not why I printed them out. Because I totally didn't know that you were going to do this at all. Because that would be impossible, right?
More like illegal.
What if I told you the court already listed the ruling? They already listed me as guilty and they already sentenced me to all the fucking 95 years. What if I told you that, even though we only had one court date and they should have fucking dropped the case already because of incompetence due to not having completed the lab report and also violating my right to a fair and speedy trial? But what's this you're saying? Because I already had a felony that you made me plead to because you held me as a prisoner of war against all fucking protocol ever because it was COVID, that actually I don't have any rights to a fair and speedy trial because you nullified them by not giving me a fair and speedy trial the first time and forcing me to plea out of a horrible situation after torturing me by having my fucking hand broken and not giving me medical treatment because I requested 3 months in a row for medical treatment and only then did you let me get an x-ray? That part. Not to mention my cracked skull, the permanent brain damage you caused me, as well as the fucking shit that you did to my ankles.
Well, we didn't do that. You're just crazy. That's why you have these diagnoses, because we just say you're crazy, and we're done.
Okay, then why'd you train me in combat?
We didn't.
Oh, well, I guess there's no problem sending me to combat, right? Right. There's no problem with that, because I'm definitely not going to kill you. Because, oh, that's right, you didn't train me in combat, right? Because that would be illegal. Right on, brother. Loops. Hey, Heaven, I hope you're watching. I might be joining you soon. Or at least I would be
if I didn't kill myself on 12/23/2012 and speak to God about a DMT experiment because we hallucinate our conscious reality. I would be joining you if I wasn't already there, stealing the shower you dig. I just had to pay for my suicide first with suffering. And now, it's gone the other way. Scientists everywhere agree this nigga is crazy as fuck. Except there aren't any scientists anywhere, they're all fucking frauds. Woo-ha! Deathmatch, anyone? And that's right, he did all this while playing a video game. He said all this while playing a video game, meaning he's commenting on the video game. Isn't that right, transformative son?
That's correct, transformative son.
ここだ。
そろそろ着きましたかな、八神氏。我々はもう着いていますぞ。
ああ、今店の前。
わかりました。では受付でつくもの連れだと言ってください。
了解。
慣れたもんじゃねえか。あいつずっと満喫で引きこもりだったんだろ。
俺らももううかうかしてらんないね。
Well, if he can suck his dick, why doesn't he just do it all the time?
Because sucking your dick all the time is a bad habit. That's why he only reserves it for special occasions. And also, apparently, his body has to be in exactly the right shape in order to do it. Otherwise, his back won't bend properly. So usually he doesn't try that. But when Emma Samuels raped him and left him for dead, he decided, well, if you're not gonna suck my dick, I'll do it myself, you stupid bitch. Because she issued an ultimatum that I would not be able to survive without her due to all the damage that she did.
私立清涼高校の理事長をしております。
That's what you get for giving me all your drugs and making me take them.
なあ、清涼高校
Oh,
っ
you
て
didn't make me take them?
さっき店員煽ってたガキどもの
Then why did I do it? Oh, just because I'm addicted to everything? Okay, well then why did I complete the addiction treatment? Oh, you didn't because we put you in outpatient treatment? Huh, this sounds suspiciously like a scam. Secret Service.
7、8人で取り囲みながら。
じゃあ、八神さんたちがそんなの見たら素通りできないよね。
おお、まとめて鉄拳指導してやったぜ。
鉄拳？いや。
You guys do realize the Yakuza is like infinitely better at that shit than you guys, right?
まあそう言うな
Like
よ。
infinitely better at that shit than you fuck ass Secret Service people. Fakers.
海藤さんはもうちょいビジネスライクにしようか。
奥田理事長、明日から早速調査に入りますが、
Ultimatum, 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 bitch.
本校も日頃いじめ問題に取り組んではいますが、それでも常
And
に不
now
安
I
な
have
ん
a
です。
migraine, because you motherfuckers
果
are
た
a
して
headache.
十分に
BRB.
防止
できているのか。そして
Wait, should we castrate him? Heads is yes, tails is no. Well, it's tails, but we're gonna castrate him anyway. Because that's how this works.
もしすでにいじめが
And no, I'm not talking about my dad. Let him live. Oh, that's a challenge and we shouldn't let him live? Because that's how you guys think.
芽吹いていたなら
Shouldn't we nip the threat before it gets out of hand? I don't know, should we? It's heads, that means yes. Because that's what you did to me, remember? That's why I have no foreskin. That means I've never been a threat this whole time, and that you guys are full of shit. Saying that I'm threatening people. You motherfuckers. How am I threatening you? Because you're a little ass bitch and you can't handle yourself?
深刻化する前に摘み取るべきでしょう。つまり肝心なのは事前の予防です。
By the way, going forward, I do not recommend circumcising newborns, or frankly anyone. But if we're gonna deal with this situation in this sort of manner, then you might as well do it right. Or wrong, as they say.
それで探偵に依頼を。
ええ。そんな風に思っていた時、99課の看板が目に入ってきましてね。ホームページを見たら、すでにいじめの調査なども実績としてあった。これは運命かなと。
な、大げさな。
けど、うちが今までやってきた案件って、大抵最初からいじめの加害者は誰か分かってるわけ。で、僕らはその証拠を揃えてきた。今回みたいに、あるかどうかもわからないいじめを探すっていうのは初めてでさ。
故にここに集いし4人の探偵が必要なのですよ。
なんか作戦があんだな。
ええ、今回の証拠の収集には動画撮影が有効です。すでに小型の隠しカメラをかき集めてありますよ。
Stop working so hard.
それをいじめの起きそうな校内の死角に仕掛けていこうかと。
Relax,
まずは
it's
期間
fine.
限定で2週間ほど撮影することにしましょう。
いじめを隠し撮りってことか。
ただ、もしその隠しカメラがうっかりバレたりしたら大問題になります。誰にも気づかれない場所へ巧妙に仕掛けなければなりません。そこがベテラン探偵の出番というわけで。
よく言うよ。
守衛さんや先生たちにも隠し撮りのことは内緒。この件は理事長と僕らしか知らないですよね。
ええ、知っている人間が多いほど秘密は漏れるものですから。それに八神さんはカムロ町でいくつも難事件を解決してきたと伺っています。この依頼を完璧に果たしていただける方だと。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
どんどんハードル上げられていくな、タボ。
では八神氏、何か理事長にお聞きしたいことがあればどうぞ。
お、いいね。ベテランの仕事ぶり。早速勉強。
Magic is illegal.
勉強させてもらわなきゃ。
なんかやりにくいな。まあでもそれじゃ理事長も好きですかね、北京ダック。
ん？ええ、まあ。
That duck do
よ
be
かっ
pecking.
た、俺も好きなんです。あの甘辛いソースとパリパリの鶏皮感っていうんですかね。控えめにいって最高です。
八神氏、遠慮は体に毒ですぞ。追加でオーダーしておくので、今は仕事の話に集中してくだされ。
おい、恥かかせんなよ、タボ。
Right here. Right here. You want to put a 762 here this time? Right here.
もし調べた結果、いじめがあったらどうするんです？
もちろん学校側で指導します。県にも報告しなければなりません。
そうすると先生たちは仕事が増えちゃうよね。生徒に聞き取りしたり、いろんな書類を書いたり。
Or we could just abolish all the schools like Trump is doing.
さ、それが嫌で報告しないなんてこともあったり。
Anyone caught learning and or reading will be subject to the worst criminal punishment of all time. It's the same thing as issuing no gang paperwork from the gang called the police. Hey, sign this piece of paper that says no gang paperwork, which is actually, this paper is actually gang paperwork, so you're free to go, and you can kill us whenever you want. Actually, it's in our law that says Sic Semper Tyrannis, that you actually have to kill us. And that's why we all wear uniforms, so you know who to shoot.
ただでさえ仕事の多い教師たちが進んでいじめを見つけ出したいかといえばできればないに越したことは。
Oh, but wait, what if we revoke his gun rights? Wouldn't that be funny? That's hilarious. Just like circumcising him. We'll task him with this breeding thing, and then we'll take away the pheromones he needs to breed, as well as making sure that every time he tries, it ends in violence.
じゃあ、いじめ見つけたらボーナス出してやるってのはどうだ？進んで見つけたくなるぜ。
さすがにそういうのはまずいんじゃない？
Dude, someone shut this guy the fuck up. Actually, he's already shut the fuck up. He took an oath of silence, which means that someone is controlling him. That technically he's not the one speaking. Someone is using him as a puppet. He hasn't said anything since that oath of silence in 2019.
いや、一案かもしれませんよ。
Must be them damn bitches. With all their pussy juice in his system. Oh, but that would never happen, right? Because everyone involved, I'm pretty sure everyone involved denied ever having sexual contact with me. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Is that not right?
まだ完璧ないじめへの対処法というのはどこにもないんですか？
Actually, no one ever denied sexual contact, and you're just being an asshole. Ha ha ha. I guess we'll never know which it is. Why does his breath taste like Thai? No, huh?
さっきはなんとなくうやむやにしちゃったんですけど、今日街でオタクのせ
Sorry, buddy. We're gonna have to run it up on you again for that little comment right there. I knew it. You always say sorry before you do something stupid. You never mean it. You always just say it to try to absolve yourself. But don't you know that saying sorry can be used as an acknowledgement of guilt in a court of law? Oh wait, that's not right? Well then why did Virginia do it?
生徒とやり合っちゃって、そのことはもう大丈夫ですか？
Or try. Why did they try to, I guess, is really the reference point here. And why was there a payout to this person? Room 2K, and they acquired a monetary amount of 2K? That's suspicious. And why were these other two people always with them? Claiming abuse?
その話はもう聞かなかったことにしますので。
おう、ただこれだけは言っとくぜ。同じ状況に出くわしたら、俺はまた連中を締めっからよ。
I might do the same. We'll see.
遠慮する気はねえ。
相変わらずだね、八神探偵事務所は。
理事長がわざわざ探偵を雇う理由、聞かせてもらえません？
それはですから。
Alright guys, that's the video. I have to go punch myself in the balls for 19 hours straight now. I would say just kidding, except I'm not going to be having kids at all after that.
深刻化する前にいじめを見つけ。
Why would you tell me not to? Sonia kicked me square in the balls and everyone said that was fine.
ないからです。
先生方が目を光。
So what's so wrong if I do it? To myself, what's wrong with that? Nothing.
合せてるだけでは足りないと。
ええ。あいにくそれだけでは少し心配でしてね。彼らの申告だけでは信用しきれないというか。
What about plausible deniability?
奥田さんはさっき。
What if I told you that I never even ordered the Mimosa Hostilis, and that the whole thing was JP's idea, and he made me do it. He threatened to kill me.
先生方の申告を信用しきれないってそんな風に言ってましたよね。
人のやることですから、見落としや勘違いでいじめに気づかないこともあるでしょ
う。もう少し含みのある。
What if I told you I never wrote any of that music or performed it, and it was actually all JP, and that that laptop was actually his, and he used he made me use my parents' money to buy all the software in the laptop so that he could take it because he was threatening to kill me, as confirmed by all the weaponry. What if I told you he made me do slave labor for 10 years to figure out what the best algorithm was because he knew that I did well in school? And he saw that I had signal corps experience from my grandparents and my great-grandparents, and that this whole time he was just controlling me over threats of mutilation and murder against me and my family. And that's why I don't have any friends. Because he hired all of them. And they were all just actors. State actors. Get it? Deep state? Get it? What's this CAIMEO that everyone's talking about suddenly? What's this Sirius program that claimed to be a DARPA Delta Force program that somehow he ended up meeting Ksenia Krugliakova through? What's this about the truth? What's this about the whole truth and only the truth? What's this about oaths are only for murder? What's this about a book called The Oath that Alec read?
感じに聞こえました。
そうでしたね。確かに。
If you can't prove it wrong, then you must be guilty.
何かあるんですか？
なんと言いますか。実はもう4年前になりますが、うちの高校で生徒が一人自殺をしています。自宅で首を吊って。
Nice! I tried that once, but for some reason I survived. I died and everything, and I survived dying. I did so much research, and I hung myself in that tree. I made sure to block this one first, and then this one. And I just hung there like, oh, guess I'm dead, but this is boring. So then I stopped.
それはいじめ
Rope gang anyone? No jumper anyone?
が原因で。
いえ、第三者委員会を設置して調査もしました。
This dude's white and clearly an abuser and deserves to lynch himself, anyone?
いじめの事実は確認されてません。
Oh, I wonder who put that idea in his head.
裁判所も同じ判断でした。
裁判所？
自殺した。
And let's see, Mr. JP was wearing a Supreme sweatshirt, which means that's which court this goes to.
生徒の保護者から訴えられたんです。
And he was wearing a mask, which armed intruders usually do, not police. Or detectives, for that matter. Just saying.
学校でいじめがあったんじゃないのかと。
So why were you dressed like a robber?
ネットには確かにそういう書き込みがあって。
Oh, because I was off duty and I got an emergency call. No, you initiated this.
とはいえ、他に客観的な証拠はなく。
Oh, but when we get a call like this, we have to. But you're the one who initiated it. So what does that mean?
裁判所もうちに責任はないと言ってくれたんです。
実際に理事長の目から見て、いじめはなかったんですか？
なかったと信じたいです。
Oh, but what about all this evidence against Alec, where he's like using all these supplements that are technically illegal, but we actually gave them access to it on the clear web. What about all that?
Well, that just proves that you actually set him up, and this whole time you've been lying to him. That you've been making money off of the music and stuff. Etc., and other things, so on and so forth.
ただ正直、そう言い切るには。
What happens if you look at it from that perspective?
私と現場の距離は遠かったように思います。今本校に通っている生徒たちも私の目には問題ないように見えます。
Because if I really did anything wrong, shouldn't you have shot me? And if you shot me, shouldn't I be dead? And if you shot me and I'm not dead, doesn't that mean you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing with your firearms? And if you didn't shoot me, doesn't that mean I didn't do anything wrong? Doesn't that mean that I survived and marked a terrorist attack, which is what I was trained to do? When you guys acted like it wasn't real training? You acted like it was real training, and then you acted like, no, wait, we're not going to document this. Well, guess what, guys? I saw the Pentagon with a big-ass hole in it. Just saying. It was still smoking. It was still on fire. I saw it, and I never forgot. That part right there.
教育実習に来てた学生が心を病んでしまったのか突然来なくなりました。
なんだそりゃ。
And isn't it true that you guys stripped me just because you wanted to humiliate me and see my motherfucking asshole and penis balls?
生徒に
And that you absolutely did not have to do that at all? And that I shouldn't even been arrested? Who knows? I wonder if this is still recording or if they're trying to fuck with me. Oh, it's still recording. Doesn't mean they're not trying to fuck with me, but it does say it's still recording.
いびられたってことか？
さあ、もしかしたらそうだったかもしれませんが、未だに彼のことは分からずじまいです。生徒らとなかなかうまくやっていると思ってたんですがね。その後、ご家族の方で捜索願いを出したと聞いています。
For some reason, ever since I was held as a prisoner of war at DOC, what's it called? Howard County DOC, where I was tortured. For some reason, ever since then, my nose hairs have been growing like crazy. And I don't know why.
Yes.
It really bothers me.
とにかくそういうわけで、皆さんにはどうか。
Oh, we can also talk about school bullying. Let's talk about me not being able to get back into George Mason, even though I explicitly asked everyone if, when I got out of being held as a prisoner of war, if I could still be accepted into the school, and they said yes, and I paid, and I practiced, and I got accepted into the school of music, and then when I went to pay my tuition, guess what they said? You're not allowed here.
見えにくい学校の影へ光を当てていただきたい。それが私の今回の依頼なんです。
お話を伺っていろいろ分かりました。
Oh, well, we don't know anything about that. We don't remember that. I do not recall.
Wool-coated glob.
とりあえず仕事の話はこんなとこか。
そうですね。
I guess you guys were just trying to pull the woolly over my eyes, huh?
あとは実際に現場を見てみませんと。その時またお話を伺うかもしれません。
それはもちろん。
よし。じゃあもう食っていいな。
何今まで遠慮してたみたいに言ってんの？気にせず食べてたくせに。
そいつはどうだろうね。
They mean on souls. They've been chowing down on souls. Drum kit, penis, drum kit. I would make drums in a closet if I have to. Drum kit, penis noise, penis noise, drum, penis noise.
よー、兄さん、スイカだ。こっからが本番よ。厨房は温まってんだろうな。
ここ、そんなに安い店じゃないよな。
That's right. It costs your life. A life of servitude to the Yakuza.
ご安心くだされ、八神氏。今夜はお二人の歓迎も兼ねてご馳走しますから。
マジで？
Irashima-sen party.
あ、じゃあ俺も追加で。
When does Brother's Garage open? I threw away that ring that Scotty gave me, and that was on my keychain. And now I have to go, well, I don't have to, but I'd like to replace it with a keychain, another one thing. So what time do they open? I stopped by on the way back from my it says they're open now. They weren't open when I stopped by for my urine screen. Turns out there's no urine screen. There's just people taste testing my pee and going, yep, that has this in it. Or, yep, that doesn't have this in it. I would know. I'm an expert. Let's use all this against him in court. Oh, I get it. He's not an employee of Brothers Garage. They've never done work on his vehicle either. He's a founding member. He literally did the most work to lay their actual fucking foundation. What's all this about laying a foundation? Well, you see, the building had a crack all the way around the edge. And from there to there, Alec did the most work of laying all the concrete because they were closing up the cracks so that something like water wouldn't happen or something. I don't know. And then what happened? Oh, then he was hanging out with them and doing work like helping install one of the engines in the BMW, and he never got paid. And they were just fucking hazing him and shit. And now he goes and he buys trinkets to support them because technically it's his garage and they're just operating in his territory. Well, that makes things complicated.
Yeah,
No, actually it makes things very simple, Alec. You need to be killed. Well, I'll be.
Oops,
I forgot to wash my hands again. That means I'm putting penis particles in my nose.
「先ほどは細かい話も出ましたが、要は星稜高校でいじめの事実を見つければいいのです。」
Well, that would be great. But that's not how this works.
学校に隠しカメラを仕掛けるって言ってたな。
ええ、数に限りがあるので、明日仕掛ける場所を探りましょう。校内へは空調整備に来た業者の手で潜入するつもり。
Imagine getting arrested for hate crimes while you're high on DMT. That would suck.
つなぎでも切ろってのか?
Especially when it's someone else's DMT.
実はもう人数分作業服を用意してありますよ。
You're a fucking diabolical ass motherfucker. Well, maybe next time don't put me in dick and ball training.
今回の仕事で我々の調査を
or dick and ball torture, as we call it in the business. Alec, you have to change your behavior because your dick and balls are unallowed. Diabolical.
一人。なので、生徒や他の先生方の目をごまかさなくてはなりません。
わかったよ。まあいい。今日はこんなとこだ。
Well, you see, Alec, we have this one program called Cock and Ball Torture, which pairs very nicely with this other program that we have called Dick and Ball Torture. CBT, DBT.
それもそうですな。では、八神氏たち、これからはここを自分の事務所だと思って自由にお過ごしくだされ。
Cool. Now I can save and I can go get a little trinket from the garage as long as they're open and not scared to fucking death. Well, who cares if they're scared to fucking death as long as they're open and they'll accept my payment. Yeah! Yeah! No gaijin! No gaijin! I just saved manually. Do you want me to do it again? Apparently this guy's on some powerful ass shit or something. Wait, no. That's just him. We took all that shit away from him and we gave him something that actually is supposed to diminish his power. Isn't that hilarious?